Hi everyone, welcome to my channel EDU Tech. Today we are looking for one more special purpose of diode, that is Varactor diode. Varactor diode. So in this Varactor diode, which is used in different applications, such applications are TV, receiver, radio frequencies, and adjustable bandpass filter, etc. So various applications. Mostly this kind of Varactor diode which is used in receiver side, television receiver. Okay, whenever want to changing the frequency, tuning frequency, at the time in that circuit which is used as Varactor diode. Okay, behind the TV receiver circuit which is used as familiar diode, that is called Varactor diode. How it is going to perform, at what bias which is working Varactor diode? Let's see one. In that, if you take some example, how it is going to changing frequency, that is tuning frequency, or tuning diode, you can say tuning diode. Tuning is the concept about changing the frequency, right? So for example, we are going to watching TV with help of a remote controller. Nowadays we are using remote controller with respect to ICs and all. But whereas in olden days, if you see the television like this, okay, bottom of this television we have some buttons, tuners, right? In that tuners which are going to changing the, when you move towards the television and tuning the frequency. So based on the tuner, you will be getting changing the channels like that. Behind that bottom of this circuit, bottom of this television, there will be circuit which is named as Varactor diode. At the time they use different types of diodes. In that, one of the Varactor diode. Okay, in that case F equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Even RC also which is used, but most probably in a communication part which is used as LC. In that LC should find out capacitor. Okay, this is very important. So because of capacitor, the variation of frequency. Okay, if depends on capacitor, whether increases or decreases the capacitance value, it is going to affect by the frequency. That is what changing of frequency, that is tuning of frequency. Okay, so because of this variation, frequency will get changes. How it is going to vary? By the capacitor. So this is variable capacitor which is used as variable capacitor. In this variable capacitor, which is not available in laboratories, in college laboratories. Okay, mostly this variable capacitor used in where industrialization. Okay, it is very rarely in the using in the laboratories. Okay, now we are identifying that by changing capacitor, changing the frequency. So where it is going to use? In the case of communication part. Okay, that is what TV receiver. Now that's why this variable capacitor used as what? Diode. That is nothing but Varactor diode. Let's see the symbol. Now what is Varactor diode means? It is a varicap. It is also nothing but varicap. Okay, var is nothing but variable, C is nothing but, that is cap is nothing but capacitor, variable capacitor, that is voltage variable capacitor. By adjusting the voltage, the capacitor will get changes. Okay, that is the concept about Varactor diode. Now let's look at the symbol of Varactor diode. As you know, this is diode, this is belongs to anode, and here at the receiver, at the cathode side only we are using capacitor. So this is what looking of capacitor, that is connected in series with diode. Okay, this is what variable capacitor, this is variable capacitor, right? So this is the symbol of diode, this is the symbol of Varactor diode, right? Now how it is going to operate, let's see. As we know, So this is the p type and this is n type, and this is the depletion layer width, and this is the space charge region. Okay, this is ohmic contacts. As you know, why we need to making as ohmic contacts? To passing electrically between p type and n type. That's why we are making like this. And now we are connecting what kind of battery which is connecting between p type and n type? That is forward bias, sorry, reverse bias. Okay, this Varactor diode which is working under reverse bias condition, that is minus and then plus, that is VR. Okay, so this is the p type and n type, and which is connecting, p type is connected to the negative terminal and n type is connected to the positive terminal. So when increasing reverse voltage, what about this width will get wider, okay. So when increasing depletion layer, what will happen? All these charge carriers are attract with negative, all charge carriers of electron attract with positive. Because of vacanting of this p type and n type, the depletion layer becomes increases as width is increases. Okay, see, based on this concept, see the capacitor. Now capacitor comes into the picture, that is, this is the capacitor. Two plates, between two plates there will be dielectric material, you can say dielectric material or you can say insulator. Okay, so this is the p type and this is n type, that is what I am conducting here. So diode, okay, so this is p type, n type, this is the gap which is exactly suitable by the capacitor, that's why it is a variable capacitor. Okay, so what do you understand here? By varying of reverse voltage, the depletion layer gets increases, which means the plate between p type and n type, in between there will be insulator, it is acts as a insulator, because what is insulator? Does not changing the, does not movement of charge carriers, that is what insulator. So this is exactly suitable by the PN junction diode. Okay, when increasing reverse voltage, that insulating of this depletion layer gets increases. Okay, so what do you understand here? This is a change in voltage and change in capacitance. Because of this region, your tuning will be changes, that is what here. If how the capacitor get changes means because of this reverse voltage, because of reverse voltage is applied, the capacitance will get variation. That's why adjusting by the voltage, capacitor gets changes. That is what, if capacitor value gets changes, your frequency will get changes. Because of this condition, we are applying Varactor diode at reverse bias condition. Okay, so this is the concept in that Varactor diode. So by adjusting reverse voltage, increasing the reverse voltage, the capacitor get changes, that is width will be increases. Okay, and certain value of capacitance. Okay, then if changes of capacitor and frequency will get changes. How it is going to changes? Because of adjusting the reverse voltage, then only capacitor level will get changes. Then due to this effect, your frequency will get changes. Understand? This is what concept about how the tuning will be happen in that television concept. Understand? Now we'll look at characteristics of this Varactor diode. This is a capacitance and this is reverse voltage. Origin -5, -10, -15, -15. Now look at here 0. In this 0 origin, what about capacitance? Maximum. And what about -5? Capacitor also maximum, which means reverse voltage increases, your capacitor value will get decreases like this. Okay, this is what the characteristics of Varactor diode. So what is conclusion of this concept? So we want to changing the frequency, tuning frequency at that time, which is used as Varactor diode. So because we cannot use directly capacitor value, that is a capacitor, variable capacitor, it's not available in the laboratory. So it is very rarely which is occurring. That's why we may using Varactor diode, that is diode. With help of Varactor diode, we can able to changing the value of capacitance. How means by applying this reverse bias voltage. Then if you apply reverse bias voltage, the depletion will get changes. When depletion will get changes means what? That is capacitor value will get changes. That is the concept about in this Varactor diode. Okay, so thank you for watching my video.